what you called Ma's mother, your grandmother.
Ma.
You called her Ma too?
Ma.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 generations of that. All right. We have all these cousins. So I remember when we were kids, we went over to Mamie and Maggie's house, and they unrolled the family lineage, which was the papers that have been in the family forever, where we go back to kings and all that stuff. But their last name was McWilliams, is that right?
We're cousins of my mother.
Okay.
And, but I can't trace the lineage.
Right. Okay. Because
We just grew up knowing them as cousins.
Cousin Mamie and Cousin Maggie.
Maybe.
Yeah, I remember calling them that too.
Yeah. And they lived down the street from us on Guilford Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, because I lived on Guilford Avenue before I was married.
Right.
I was married from Guilford Avenue.
Okay.
And so...
But they were the ones that did the family tree and did all that research. They
Well,
would-
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see who. Yes, because I have a book that was her family tree.
Okay.
And so that I do have written down.
Okay. And then it was a Aunt Nina or Cousin Nina?
Well, now that's Aunt Nina, my aunt. And that was my mother's, well, Nina was married to Harry, who was my mother's brother.
So now I remember reading Nina's obituary in the paper. She died at like 90 or something, and her maiden name was Bond. Is that
Yeah.
right? All right. And she lived on a piece of land in Calvert County that'd been there forever. I mean, land grants.
Yes, oh yeah, that had been in her family in the Bond family, and it was a wonderful piece of land because it was on the water, which would have been the Chesapeake, I guess. Very valuable. Finally, they sold it because they got a good price for it. Now, that was part of the property, and then the house was on another part of the property. And Anne hated to go down there. And then all of a sudden she met Stuart. And so they had to go down and they had to clear out a way from the main road to get into the place. So it must have been really, I can't imagine. And they worked down there for a long time and got it so that you could get into the house. And so the 2 of them got married. And we went down. And so we saw, and they had done the place over that it really looked very nice.
And you had some Sims relatives in Frederick too, right? The girls?
Oh, yes. Now that was Sims.
Right.
Not, the others were from the Diggs family.
So was that Pop's brother who was out in Frederick?
Yeah, his name was Hugh. And they lived in Walbrook when we lived in Forest Park. And so we knew of the girls. They had beautiful girls. And we were always invited to the weddings when they got married, and they were really beautiful.
And World War II breaks out. Wasn't there somebody in the family whose boyfriend or husband got killed immediately?
Oh, that was Jane, and right near Walbrook Junction. And that's where they grew up, and they had all these girls. She must have been the baby. And during the war, she became engaged in we went to her engagement party, and he was a handsome guy. And of course, he was in uniform. He was in the service, and and I don't think he was in the Air Force. I don't know what he was in, but anyhow, he was killed in the war before they were married. So she never got married.